Hey, konnichiwa, minasan. It's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. How are you doing? You good? Are you Genki? Are you ready for some big game action? Finally, it's out. Issue 4 of Mark Millar's epic big game. As he describes it in the synopsis, this is so cool. Basically, he says, this is literally the maddest and most brilliant book out there right now. Do you know what? I wouldn't even argue with that. I know there are people who, for some reason, have got some kind of problem with Mark Millar's work. I don't know why, but this is probably the most exciting series being published in comics right now. And it's the penultimate issue. That's right. There's only one more to go. I can't believe it. Issue 5 is coming out next month. It's going to be a bumper-sized issue as well, but I wish this was going on for longer, but I've talked about that before. Anyway, this is Big Game Issue 4. It's written by Mark Millar. It's got art by Pepe Larraz. Great art, as usual. It's $4.99, out on today, Wednesday, October 18th. So, can you tell by what I've said so far? Is it worth buying? Absolutely, without a doubt. Go out and get this comic book. It's brilliant. It continues the story. It's got a kind of focus more on Hit Girl, who, if you saw or read the last issue, has travelled back in time 65 million years ago. Unbelievable, right? And without spoiling too much, you can probably tell by the cover, but this brings up characters which were first seen in Mark Millar's Empress, which I haven't read. I didn't even know about it until Big Game. It looks really good. It's a kind of space fantasy series that was set on Earth in the past. So characters from that series do pop up here. But you don't have to have read that to enjoy this issue, because I had a great time with this issue and I've not read it. So there we go. Yeah. What else to say? I say the art is excellent. It's great, high standard by Pepe Larraz. Good colouring in it. It's so exciting. It goes at a breakneck pace. It moves so fast, this story. It's almost, at points you're almost going too fast. But yeah, it's a huge recommend. I give this a strong Wakizashi 9 out of 10. And yes, I'll get to the story summary now. But just to warn you, there are mild spoilers for it. And I'm not going to show too much. Just show the first few pages, then I do skip ahead and show a little bit of towards the end, but don't worry, as I say, no major spoilers. So, if you want to, please keep watching. Here we go. Never want to mess about with an opening, we get this on the first page. Boom! A spear going through the T-Rex's head. 65 million years ago, remember? Hit Girl looks just as surprised as we are. And on the next page, if you've read Empress, you might know who this is, but I haven't, and this is all new to me. This is Princess Aine, or Aine. She tells Hit Girl that she may kneel now and accept her royal blessing. Huh? Hit Girl's still kind of in shock. He's asking, what year is this? She's figured out she's come back far in time because of the dinosaurs, but what's going on with these people? I would advise you to lower your weapon, says the princess. We get a bit of info about a universal translator, that's why she can understand her, when, zap, Hit Girl gets hit by some kind of energy weapon. Captain Havelock! Your Highness, I'm so sorry you got ahead of our party. I only just caught up. Did she hurt you? It's a breakneck pace right from the start. What are we, 3 pages in? We've had an exploding dinosaur, we've had Hit Girl zapped, and we've met these new characters. Well, as I say, new to me, but if you've read Empress, maybe not new to you. And then, on the next page, we get a gorgeous glimpse of some kind of futuristic city. A futuristic city set in the past. 65 million years in the past. The princess talks about getting these two because you've got Hit Girl and, I think it's one of the dead chrononauts' bodies, getting them to her father, who's going to be delighted when he sees what they've caught. And now we get to meet her father, who's King Morax. There are 2 figures gesticulating before him, asking if he's pleased with them. And this is what he replies. This gives you an idea of the kind of character he is. You killed 1 billion of your people on my command, Irwin. Brought peace to a sector long thought ungovernable. Your homeworlds fear you, and this is good. But pleased is a word reserved for my family. Let's just say I'm satisfied. The king tells him there's one more thing that he would like to do when, on the next page, one of the figures blasts the other one, killing them dead. Diabolos the sorcerer, why would you do this? This raises a smile from the king. Actually, I was just going to offer you refreshment. But I like the way you think, Diablos. The princess brings her captive in front of her father. She tells him they found 2 time travelers while they were hunting. Maybe you can use them to access the time stream. King Morax asks, are these travelers from the past or the future? The princess replies that they're from the future. I think the dead guy has some kind of time suit and the woman used it to travel back here. Hit Girl remains silent. The king asks his sorcerer, Diablos, for more information. He can read that it is a time machine and he can see the future that they came from. It seems strange, it's interesting, but it's no longer your world, sire. So King Morax is reigning and ruling Earth millions of years ago, but, of course, in our time, there's no sign of him. This world is no longer under my laws. I'm sorry, sire, there's not a trace of you anywhere. On my own world! We see King Morax getting furious. He smashes the ground with his hammer, whatever he's holding there, people flying through the air. Looks like he's got a bit of a temper. The king demands that they take him there right now so he can retake control of the Earth. Hit Girl replies, were you even listening? The Cronus suit is out of charge, dipshit. That's how I got stuck here. But Diablos believes that his techno-sorcery, is that kind of music? His techno-sorcery can help. He can somehow charge the suit back up and have them travel through time. Then we have no more need for this strange and unpleasant woman. Take her away for execution. But the princess tries to stand up for Hit Girl, saying it's not her fault, she just got caught up in the middle of this. Her father, the king, replies not to be so sentimental. This stranger might be a spy or an assassin, a threat to your mother or the child she carries. Uninvited guests must always be disposed of. And on the next page we meet the beautiful Empress, King Morax's wife. She tells Captain Havelock to do as he says. His word is gospel. A look passes between them. Your wish is my command, Empress. And he takes Hit Girl away. Okay, let me skip ahead a few pages because I don't want to spoil too much, but just want to show a little bit more. We jump back to 2023, to our time. There's a huge, what looks like aircraft carrier sailing across the sea. What do you mean you missed your bus, Dave? This is insane. There's a conversation going on between Kick-Ass, who somehow missed the bus and is not on this ship. And we see a huge group of superheroes. This is where the president said they should get together all on one boat and they're going to go somewhere. This is setting off big warning bells, alarm bells in my head. I'm sure it is the same with you. All the heroes in the same place? This can't end well, right? Kick-Ass's mate talks about, look, I'm looking right at Duke McQueen, and he's talking to the guy from Nightclub. And his buddy says, hey, tell him he said Superior's coming back too. You have any idea what this is all about? Not a clue. All I know is that the president wanted every super on the planet at this meeting. So it's got to be something big, right? Okay, spoiler warning for the next page. I reckon you can probably guess who it's going to be, can't you? Here we go. Oh shit. It's Nemesis and he looks mean. Okay, let me stop the story summary here. And there you have it. I do hope you enjoyed that. And again, if you want to see the whole issue, sorry about that, but that's not my policy. I don't show whole issues. Okay, look at this. Here's a preview of the next issue's cover, so you get an idea. There's going to be so much going on in this. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, but you can see a load of Mark Millar's characters there. Great close-up of Cordelia from the Magic Order. I wonder if they will come into play more in this future issue. We'll have to see. I didn't mention, but she does pop up in this issue 4, but I won't spoil what happens. So yeah, I can't wait for this. Really excited. I double checked. It is going to be pricey. It's $7.99, but it's supposed to be a double-sized issue. It's a double issue, so we'll see what happens. And I say it's worth it because, again, I think it's the most exciting series coming out right now. Mark Millar is flying high. Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching. Big shout out to my members of the Wakizashi Teahouse Dojo. You guys and girls out there, mate, you keep this going. Keep this little channel going. Thank you. You help keep the lights on and keep the comic book reviews coming. Thanks so much for that. And I hope to see you in a future video. Do leave a comment, let me know what you think. And yeah, that's it for now. Matane.